Hey, Jason here. What is happening? I want to talk to you if you're interested in coaching, if you're a therapist, if you are a natural born helper. Why do I want to talk to you? Well, I'm amazed and shocked that so many therapists, in particular, and some coaches don't get results with their client. And how many clients continue to pay even though they're not making progress? It's an odd kind of codependent dynamic. And I'm not interested in training coaches and helping people become coaches who aren't committed to getting their clients a result. So this message is for coaches and therapists and wannabe coaches and therapists and people who are clients, which is all of us. You know, I've been a client of therapy or coaching since I was 29. It's almost 25 years now. So you've probably, if you've been in pain and you're smart, you ask for help. And ideally you found yourself sitting across from a coach or a therapist saying, "Hey, I've got a problem here. Will you help me?" And that therapist or coach, their job is not to do it for you, right? You know that. That's the setup. They can't. They're like a personal trainer. A good coach is like a personal trainer that tells you to pick up the weights because it's your life, right? Why would you expect the therapist to somehow solve a problem that is yours to solve? So that's the context in which we're operating when we, as clients, go hire a coach or a therapist. We have to remember, you know what? This is my life, and I have to ultimately take responsibility for the transformation that I want. And I'm going to hire a lot of good people to help me out, or a good person or an effective person to help me get the result I want. And there's a couple things you can look for in a coach. Number one, and this is for the coaches that want to 10x their impact, is the coach has to be committed to their own developmental journey. They can't just be sitting on the sidelines, folding their arms, not doing the work, but expecting you to do the work. What kind of mentor or guide is that? A shitty one. So you want to make sure that you're hiring people who are doing the work. And you coaches and therapists, wannabe coaches and therapists, you need to do the work, right? And that just means you look in the mirror, you self-reflect, you go to therapy and coaching yourself, you get supervision, you work on your ongoing issues to become more of who you are here to be. Not to put makeup on and masks on and posture like you're some know-it-all. It's to really strip away the masks and the posturing so that you can become more authentically yourself. In our coaching program, the practice is for the coach to become who they are, and it's to help clients become who they are. So it's this amazing accountability where as you're coaching someone and you get activated and triggered by what they're working on, because it's often, if you've noticed, it's often like kind of close to home. You're like, oh man, their marriage is struggling and so is mine. Shit. The cool thing about that is it keeps you accountable as a practitioner to work your own material. If you fuzz out, check out, and you keep that part of your life in the shadows, you're going to not be able to effectively help this person. Okay, it's going to be very hard to help them. So the way you 10x your coaching business or your therapy business is you work on yourself, and then you're absolutely 100% committed to helping your client get a result. And so you ask them, client, what results do you want? What would be a dream come true for you if we could wave our wand and make it happen for you? What would that be? And we want to make sure it's not a fantasy. Well, I just want to be in this amazing, loving, secure relationship. Have you ever been in one? No. What kind of childhood did you have? It was really traumatic. Have you ever had a secure relationship, even a friendship? No. Okay, well, that's going to be very hard to do in 6 months. That needs to be probably a lifelong journey or a decade-long journey for a person. So we also have to be a realist. We have to be like, hey, I like that outcome, but in my experience, that's going to take a really long time. And I'm a hell yes to it, but do you want to hire me for 10 years? Probably not. So let's bite that giant outcome you want off into small chunks. What can we do in the next 6 months that will help you move in that direction, but we can measure it and that it feels really successful to you? Let's think about that. Well, maybe the person says, well, I finally need to speak up and set a boundary, or I need to stand up to my partner or my mother, or I need to quit that job. Okay, great. That is a step in the right direction, because that's you saying, I value myself. So then now we're moving in a direction that is outcome based, and that's what coaching's about. And it's also realistic. Okay, we cannot set goals that are fantasies. Why? Because your clients are going to feel shame, and then you're going to feel like an imposter as a coach, and you're going to feel like, God, I can't even help this person, right? So you've got to be very realistic about what's possible here. It's also, you have to know your limitations, right? As a coach, and this is what I call coach entanglement. Your limitations might get in the way of you helping this person. So you got to be honest, first and foremost, with yourself. Secondly, go work on that with your own therapist, coach, or supervisor, all right? Because your limitations are all opportunities. You can improve this part of your life. Okay, great. So finally, if you want to 10x your business as a coach or therapist, you have to ask for referrals. And you've got to say, look, if what I've done here has really helped you, will you please refer your friends here, right? You want your clients to say things like, I've never experienced a session like that. That was so helpful. No one has ever challenged me like that. That was painful and helpful. Thank you. Gosh, I've never had a result in my coaching, in all my years of coaching or therapy, in this short of amount of time. So if you want to be that coach, then you have to bust your ass and train and do the trainings that are going to help you get those kind of results. All right. Okay. If you're interested in learning more, I'm teaching a free class on this tomorrow, actually. And I believe the link is relationshipschool.com/relationship coach. That's simple. relationshipschool.com/relationship coach. If you want to come to my free training, I'm going to teach you a few more things like this. And I'm going to talk about a coaching program of ours that you might be interested in. It's going to be super helpful. Okay. Nice. And thanks for being just a human that goes to therapy or coaching and is interested in helping other people, because that's you if you're watching this. Forward this to a friend too, okay, that is either looking for a career move or they're already a therapist and coach and they resonate with results, okay? Get results, please. As a client or a coach, everybody, we're in the game of getting results, okay? Okay, relationshipschool.com/relationship coach. And we'll see you this Wednesday, June 5th at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain Time. relationshipschool.com/relationship coach. See you there.